Hey guys, welcome back to some more Fire Emblem Heroes Aether Raids with your host Indulger. Took a week off last week because I was A, on vacation, and B, got pretty sick. So I still feel like crap, but my voice still holds up. Part of this show today, I'm iterating through the teams. I'm going with a double Adel set, Fallen Adel, WAltina as her bonus season as it's Fire and Earth, and then good old Hector. So you guys were right. There was some debate whether or not Fallen Adel would continue to be as monstrous as she's been during her bonus season. You're seeing her a lot. We're going to see a lot of Adel on defense this week. And she's not as scary, for sure, on her non-bonus week. And I had to make a decision. I had to decide whether I wanted summoner support Hector or Adel. I don't have FEH Pass, so I ended up going with Hector just because he's just more versatile all-around choice, and I'm just gonna wait for this bolt tower to go off and clip this Adel on the side. If you're gonna expose an Edelgard like this without really any penalty, there's two dancers here, but there's no 7-slot trap, so I can just simply wait and walk this up, and it should have no problem. So Ashera's been really fun to use. She complements okay with Hector. You know, I mean, Hector already invalidates penalties he's getting anyway, right? So it's not like he needs the null panic. Maybe somebody tell me. To me, so there's the 7-slot jump, but like nothing happened. And actually, ironically, that Adel is going to have a problem. She's not going to transform, and she's going to lose a lot of the benefits that she gets as part of the transformation. So I don't quite understand what the opponent was doing here with this setup, because it doesn't really... It's not very oppressive. Now you can see I'm not using isolation in any way. And I'm just going to go for it here after the bolt tower. You can keep on dancing that 7-slot Saros, but at the end of the day, if I can bolt tower you, get you down to 1 HP. I believe it's still problematic to get her dead. I think I should just be able to smite up. Do I just not? Okay, now I do have enough damage to get rid of her. So now I'm just trying to see how I can get a flame up there, I believe. Looking for Wings of Mercy at this point. Does anybody have Wings of Mercy? There's the one Wings of Mercy with Mirabolus. Now everybody's going to be healed in range of that healing tower. So make that play, smoke everybody out. Don't really need Naga's Dragon Effectiveness, although I have it. So that Saros is going to have a problem. And from there, nobody can really stop me here. We've got red, and then the Fasir is a problem, but not going to be a problem when I'm on the defense panel. I've already got most of the ether. I'm just going to hide. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my units. I could put a flame up there, but there's really no point. There's nobody here that's going to be able to crack me. I did get hit by that bolt tower, though. I didn't really call that out. But thankfully, Mystic Boost in combination with this Plonk on the defense panel is enough to take down everything here without too much incident, and all that remains is this leaf. You just can't give that to me, guys. I'm really surprised to see so many people use this defensive map. Like I don't really understand it, because if you don't have a one turn attack, don't do that. It's one of the lessons you learn on the show. Don't do that. Don't use corner units. We're going to see a couple of those today. I'm going to try to fast forward most of those, though. I'm going to try something different today and just fast forward things that are easy outside of this first fight. Alright, next up is probably the fight of the week, if I had to highlight one. This is a decent constructed team. Now, there isn't an odd recovery, so I have some time to play out if I wanted to figure out how I want to deal with this. But yet again, there's another Fallen Adel here. I feel like she's in every fight that we encounter this week. And again, thankfully it's not her bonus week. Last week I encountered a attack menace Adel, which was just gross. I do think a menace on her C slot, if you encounter her in the wild on defense, is probably going to be the most difficult thing to encounter with her. But in this case, 3 red units, a Thrasir who really doesn't have much. He can't stop a Bonfire Hector. It's one of the main reasons you run Bonfire Hector is to stop her. We see her a lot. And the unit that's going to cause me problems here is that La Rochelle with the flash weapon she has. But she's so far away at this point. So it's going to be something we have to deal with in another turn. So we should be able to get rid of WAltina and Thrasir here to start. And with really no follow-up. And I hope I don't make a mistake and clear out all these structures on the right side, because I feel like I'm going to need them. Tactics room's always a pain in the ass. So we'll see how that comes in play. I really only have two choices, the Reagan there, or next to Naga.
Over here?
There we go. Alright, so this should be fairly easy to start. And there's the jump, there's the dance. And we do get hit by WAltina, but thankfully Daddy Hector can take care of that without too much incident. Thrasir again gets it off. She's dead. And I'm going to get my healing. And then they're in this funky configuration now. So now I got to deal with flash. So La Rochelle's weapon hits you if you're within 4. I'm making a note here. Look at how Ashera can't deal with that Sigurd, and it's because of the lull. So you know, Blade Tomes do have a really big weakness. If you lull attack them, all of that extra bonus goes away. So I can't do anything. So I'm not sure I wanted to necessarily use Ashera in that context. I do like Smite Ashera though, because I like playing her as a support role. She's got, she can run tactics that helps herself. I'm looking at Edelgard's abilities here. I'm making a decision whether I want to get rid of the Sigurd or not, because if I don't, well, Adel won't transform. But if I don't get rid of the Dancer, I don't really want multiple Adel hits here, because I'm not going to be able to counterattack due to the La Rochelle on the field. I did pull a Winter Altina in the fantastic special banner that we have going on right now. I've already blessed her Astra. I just haven't really constructed a team for her. Generally don't change my team as the week goes on. But man, I know there's a duo structure over on the left there, but yeah, I really do like WAltina for these La Rochelle plays. But, you know, I've actually managed to do just fine, all things considered, with what I've got with Hector. You know, Hector's really tough to crack. I don't know if I've beaten this in. I don't know if you guys have much value in seeing all these Hector plays. I think it's the entire week. He just matches up so well to everything. What you're seeing in the meta these days is basically these Saros plays with either a one-turn recovery play or a return trap or wrist. One of the things I don't really have an answer for, and we'll see later in the show, is this double Catria. This special Catria that causes doubles. So here we go. Here's the flash. You know, she transformed, or didn't transform rather, so she's not doing as much damage as she would normally. She's not going to transform again, and then I decided not to go after the Sigurd, mainly just because of Adel. And that reposition actually opened up a really nice play for me, so thanks, Saros. I had to think about this for a bit. But because that Saros repositioned the Dancer over to the left, that La Rochelle is now a sitting duck. And because, once again, my favorite way of beating Adel is just hit her with a bolt tower, I can actually smite up there, get rid of that La Rochelle. La Rochelle is the only thing that's really preventing me from clobbering the field, and I can't normally take an Edelgard, toe-to-toe. She's got 1 HP and not transformed. I think I can do that. So, I think I'm hoping this wasn't a gamble. I think I knew which one was the trap, and I just make this play with Flame. I can go look at the tape. If that failed, well, I'd probably just dance, do it again, and then go from there and probably get hit by that Mirabilis. But thankfully, that's not what happened. Mirabilis is gone, and all I have to do is just reposition the squishy Flame. Flame has no problem being hit now. Saros only has one move, and Sigurd has a sponge there with Naga, and that's how you do it. Not too bad. It was tough. I mean, so this is one of my Goldilocks fights. I really like these fights where it's beatable. You got to think. It's not so impressive as some of the things we're going to see here in a moment. I really don't like Catria. I think we demoed a Catria fight 2 weeks ago. where I just sort of sidestepped it. But if you go really in depth in it, you're gonna have problems. So I'm healing up the Naga here. There's no special in play for Sigurd. I really do like this Sigurd. He basically hits like a wet noodle because he has no speed. Unless there's somebody hitting somebody with really poor res. He generally can't ever get a kill. His special's never available. I'm getting hit by tactics room there. It's the daily tactics room battle. I'm getting angry. I don't know. I guess I could smite the Plumeria and get that Aether real quick. And then Regan should be able to get the last one, and then anybody should be able to finish the Sigurd at 8 HP. So there you go. Yeah, Regan, go get that Aether for me, girl. And then who wants to get it? Naga, get some SP, because it's 5 times SP. 2 times SP. All right. There we go. Not too bad. Not a bad way to start off the week. Next up, day 3, we've got a double up here, and we're going to fight Jordan. This might be a fight, Jordan, that I skipped through. Let me see here. Well, yeah, this is kind of a plonk. I mean, I'll show the setup, and then I'm probably just going to show the end here, just for the interest of time. Yeah, if you're not going to give me slots, then I'm probably not going to show you the whole thing, generally speaking. Yeah, last week, I didn't record last week, but I just got a terrible draw on fights. This is a pretty easy one. There's really not much tricky here. Yes, they got some scary units. They got a duo unit with that leaf. But Hector has proven himself to be a leaf killer. Duma's taking out the healing tower. But then there's nothing else. There's no other main threat. Nothing else has really any firepower to stop me at this point. And there's no flash. So let's just set up here and pause it. Well, with the magic of editing, here's how it turned out. Again, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see any significant changes here. But I've heard you loud and clear, and I'm trying to make a balance between interesting content and stuff you've seen a billion times. I don't know how many times you need to see a Hector plonk with nothing really new there. So let's move on to the next one. Thanks, Jordan. Thanks for the fight. Alright, what we got now? Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. It's Daddy Hector. We got Foe. The Duma. Dumas are always a pain. Here we go. This is the teaser I talked about. I made a terrible mistake. So we got an Ophelia here, +1 Saros. Duma taking out my Bolt Tower, which is a pain in the butt. We got a Wings of Mercy Duma. Bolt Tower 8. Indicate that he's taking that out. Fatal Smoke. And then Catria. I keep forgetting she grants the people to move to a different space. I mean, I was looking for ground orders. I was like, that just should be the name of my autobiography for this game. Looking for ground orders, because I never ever see it, and I totally made a mistake here. I pay attention to the movement. If you caught that, there's a rally trap with Ophelia. I didn't think. I looked at it. I'm like, oh, there's no rally trap here. There's no way I can get hit. I should be able to get outside the bounds of the leaf. I should be able to one-shot that leaf. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Leaf won't be able to hit me because he won't be next to enough allies to get the double off. I'm good. I'm good, right? Yeah, I'm going to get this Panic Tower here as well. Panic Manor, doesn't matter. I'm good. I'm good, right? This is setting up to be just fine. I'm going to get Flane over here. This is great. I got my Flane, my girl Flane. I got my Plumeria. Everything's going great. It's great. It's great, but it's not. Because there's a rally, and then there's a dance, and this is bad. So this is a triple hit Ophelia. Bang, 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 bang. And then from there, she goes to town and takes out Flame with a double because Flame's speed is garbage. Wings of Mercy jump. Oh, God. That's a quit. So could I have dealt with that? If I would have had Hector in the very bottom, I'll have to see. Was Ophelia in range? I think she would have been in range anyway, so I really could not have avoided that. So very well played fight there. I just totally didn't see that. I mean, that's it. That's the one major thing I can't deal with, at least in your face like that. So that's more of a player phase sort of clear I needed, and I just didn't have. So let's do it again. And this is a little more dangerous. We've got a lunge Elliewood. However, they've seeded the low ground there. There's no there's no bolt trap in front of an Eliwood. You better make sure you protect that boy. I guess this person was like, Eliwood's not in danger of being hit by a melee, right? Well, yeah, he is. He's wide open. Wide open. Because there's no... Again, this is a save trap, too. So, which is fine. I think that I missed that. Was it a far save? If it was a near save, yeah, he's okay. And maybe you could use that trap and deal with it. But I'm going to go for that gravity trap on the upper right side, right in front of Eliwood. Because I don't want to deal with that lunge. Now, Eliwood, again, has guard embedded, so I won't get bonfire off. And I don't quite believe I'll be able to one-shot him. I used to run quick riposte, Hector, just for this man. However, we don't see Eliwood as much as we used to with all the new shiny toys Ice has been throwing at us for a while. And you can see I'm setting up this Hector going to left. I was trying to maybe go for this Lysithea instead. I don't quite know what I'm doing there. Oh, okay. Never mind, because I'm not going turn 1. I need to clear some stuff out. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that tactics room, which may bite me a little bit because, as you're going to see at the end game here, I get myself in a position where I can't really do anything. There are no rally traps here.
Over here?
So we're going to go for it right...
Is something afoot?
Not right now. I think we're still going to wait for a... This is another bolt trap play. I love my bolt trap plays, guys. You guys are always like, why don't you just dump your back line? Just dump your back line so you can deal with the cav lines. Yeah, the cav lines that I see, like, I don't know, once a month? It's not worth it. This bolt tower puts in so much work for me. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
the cav mana never really showed up. And I love Regan. Regan's so great. She can canter just out of the way so I don't have to have a second repositioner to do what I need. Boom, boom, everybody's gravities, get rid of that Eliwood. Eliwood is the only thing that really scares me there. I'm going to persona myself here and face Hector, and I gotta look at these stats. Look at Hector, please, past me. Let's do it. Come on, look at Hector, because Hector's got 24 speed, which isn't good. Oh, and that's right, no, that's right. Hector's... Every day I forget, what Hector brings to the table. He's got so many freaking skills. I always forget. But I believe he's got a follow-up embedded. So I was under the expectation that, somebody would survive here. But as we're going to find out as we proceed, even with the healing tower flop, Lysithea had no chance. I thought that Hector would live. But nope. He doesn't. And this is going to be a clear with no pots. So the bonfire on the second go, and then Nino can wrap it up here, get bonfire right in the face, and that's it. Hector again continues to be... there's not much that can stop him. As you can see, the Catria is the only real thing that can put a dent in him. And now I'm in danger zone because I've lost 2 pots. Got to keep that in mind. Alright, so we're in the home stretch here. Jovi, 34. Leaf. Doesn't sound promising. If you show a Leaf, this is pretty much a plonk. I'll just show you the team. Micaiah just can't stop a Hector. Nobody can stop a Hector. There's just nobody can stop a Hector. If this Ike had a lunge, it's no lunge. Not a very good Ike.
One step at a time.
So,
yes.
This is going to be fast. Let's just cut to the chase here.
Yes.
Alright, we resume the fight already in progress. Really not much to show here. Alright, on to the next one. Again, let me know in the comments below if you want to see more. I'm trying to keep this under about 30-35 minutes. Best thing I can do is just sort of skip some of these fights as best I can. Oh, I didn't realize it's freaking Catria's bonus week, too. Well, that's not good. Alright, another Leaf. Oh, this is kind of an interesting one, but isn't yet another plonk. Guys, okay, this is just don't... Somebody's got to keep a tally. Have I ever lost to a corner unit play? I mean, Adel's a good corner unit, I guess. But, I mean, you just give your opponent too much leeway. It's just too much leeway here. I'm not sure I want to skip this one, because I just want to emphasize again. Don't plonk. Don't... You can plonk all you want. I love plonking. Just don't put units in the corner, I beg of you. There's no way this wins. Who's losing to this? I mean, any strong blue here that can deal with the Dressier can take this no problem. I would particularly like to have a save skill on Hector. That would be nice. I mean, that would flesh this out and almost make him immortal. But it's still just fine. It's still just fine. Yeah, we've got two Adels to deal with here.
Of course.
I have to think about this a bit.
Right.
There is a tactics room in play here.
Is something afoot?
Oh, for some reason I thought this Adel... I actually made a mistake. I thought this was the other Adel. There's too many damn Adels. This is the Adel that doesn't like beasties. Ironically, that does well against herself. But I thought this was the brave Adel that could jump over an opponent, so I thought that she would go first and jump over the leaf, so I ended up drawing back with Flame. Did that on purpose. I was testing the trap, and now I've activated the Wings of Mercy trap for Plumeria. Can't quite do anything, so I'm just going to use that, get rid of that Aether, and we can use that to good effect going forward. So it's not a bad play. Again, if you got, generally speaking, your Dancer should probably have Wings of Mercy on it. It's a good B skill, and that's an easy way to get up there. Particularly valuable. I can't beat this. I can't beat the Adel. She's got 49 defense, and I can't touch her. That's annoying. I'm fairly sure Flame can do this. Yeah, I actually stepped on a gravity trap, so the back line, Ashera, is also screwed up, so I have to think about this a bit. I was trying to see if Naga can do it, but I can't do it with Naga either, so we'll just have Adel do that. There we go. Or, sorry, Plumeria to deal with the Adel. 5 times experience. Yay! And now, I have to make a judgment call. Like, is this Adel strong enough to do anything to me? Let's look. Nope. It's all player, it's all enemy phase stuff. Generally speaking, if you're going to put an Adel in the corner, give her a solo skill. That's a bad S-slot. Don't do that. If you have to do this, at least give her a good S-slot. You have to give her either a Mystic Boost or a solo, because what's the point? This is a really bad Adel. She's getting nothing on the player phase side. I guess this person just doesn't expect you to engage her in the player phase. And now she's essentially dead. She's going to go again. Yeah, it's going to hurt a bit, but now, bye-bye. And we just need to get that one pot. Ashera's got Dragon Blessing. Get that pot there. Daddy Hector should be able to reposition with Ashera. Or that, whatever. It doesn't really matter. And then debuff her. Boom, boom. Goes Dynamite. So a little tricky, but don't use corner units, please. How many times I gotta say it? Don't you guys listen to me? Alright. Let's do it again. MZH. This is a fight. Look at that plus 10 Claude to start us off. This was pretty deep into the day 6. I used all my Aether. And keep in mind, I lost those pots in the previous fight, so I'm going to have to do 2 more fights. Everybody's plus 10 here, but no offense, person, this isn't really, doesn't synergize. I was really like, oh man, I gotta go be really aggressive and go in there because there's an odd recovery trap, and I mean, that Claude's here. This looks really scary. I was thinking about going after the Lina, like just pushing Hector up there, but then I thought about it some more, and it just doesn't work. There's a rally trap with the Lina here, so she would rally the 7th slot if I fell for it. And I normally fall for dumb stuff, but I can just Hector Flame this. This is a simple plonk, because and this may be a mistake, maybe that I looked at this again, that Plumeria does not have aerobatics. So that Alina gets 1 hit off, and because she's running Wind Sweep, she's just going to be a sitting duck, and then not only that, nobody else has any movement. There's no drawback, there's no swap, there's no reposition, there's nothing. So that Lina is just going to sit there. And, I mean, I guess they're banking on this plus 10 Claude to do all the work, which is not a bad idea. I mean, we're going to see. Maybe this was their plan. They're going to hit me with the Lina, and she's going to do something I didn't really account for. There's the 7th slot jump. She does have her default Pulse Smoke, which is going to hit my Reagan. I should have recognized that. And here goes Hector, and it's fine. Again, I'm going to get all my healing back because there's no Dooma here. It didn't stop the trap. And it's turn 2. I mean, there was an odd recovery there I had to deal with, so I had to go. And I have to make that play. I have to make that play. Claude is debuffed. I thought I did the math here. So there's 7 speed, 54 speed. I'm showing 60 freaking 3 speed plus the lull. I must have missed something here. You gotta be kidding me. How in the hell did that happen? So I look at his weapon again, I believe, and he does get this extra 5 damage if he's at full health. So he gets an extra. He's at 25, so 52, 56, 60 something. It's pretty close. It's got to be within like 1 or 2 points of speed. I really thought this Ray could do it, but I have to retreat, and I'm just gonna go full tank again. And they do have 2 dancers, but I can hidey hole. Because the way that this is going to engage me is not going to get... There's no other calves to hit me here. So I get hit by Claude, which sucks. Claude's a pretty good unit, but he's just not getting... I mean, I have guard on with special fighter, so he's never going to get his special off, which is super fantastic because that Luna would really hurt me. Here comes the dragon attack. Ouchies. Gets 6 HP back. Here comes the dancer. Not enough. Give me some more HP back. And now we're going to try to do it one more time. One more time. See if we can get Reagan to deal with Claude. Now, one thing to note here, Hector is in Wings of Mercy range. Ooh, see that? So that's going to come out and play, and I eventually get to the right answer here, which is, let's get Reagan her special back. Yep. Just end turn there. Dancer, again, as we saw earlier in the week, Sigurd is a wet noodle. He can't kill anything, and there I finally have enough firepower here to fell the Claude. I was thinking about this. Well, what do I want to do? Because I have to figure out who's left. Look at how much attack we've got. We got plus and everything else, but if the Sigurd is not really offensively minded, I can't do much. And then again, it doesn't matter. If I lose a unit, I lose a unit. I've got to get this Aether. I have to get this Aether to close this out. Eventually, I'm going to figure this out. Come on. Make a decision. I mean, so if I think I'm going to show Hector fails to get the kill here. Yep. So,
I won't lose.
Yeah, he does have his special attack on. I skipped through the important bit. That's okay. And then, let's just move up forward. Did I do a speed check here? Sigurd can't hit me. Speed, 28 speed. I think I did it a little too late. 28 speed. Decided I didn't want to. Okay, I don't really know what I'm doing with the share there. I kind of half in, half out. And I spent a while seeing if I could envelop this Sigurd. I'm hoping I pause here at some point. Tried to think if I could smite the Hector above. I suppose if I would have put a Shara right under Plumeria, I could have done that. I could have smited up. No, that still would have been difficult. I don't think it would have worked. But it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Again, as I've mentioned several times, Sigurd doesn't have the firepower to do much here. And let's just move on up. Everybody else has got really good res. Save the Regan. So that's who Sigurd's going to target. And at this point, didn't really look at the math, but I've got several options. I end up drawing back the Naga. This would have failed. I think it's still fine because then I could test the trap with Hector, but it doesn't matter. Naga's got the double, and there we go. That'll do it. Down to the final 2. I've got a new WAltina team here I don't plan on using. Let's see what we have today. Sebastian's got a scary +10 Micaiah, who I'm looking forward to see what she gets for the Choose Your Legends new banner when she gets a refine on that weapon. She's not aged well. She's got ground orders, but everybody and their brother has ground orders now, or some sort of jumping. This is kind of tricky, but again, Hector exists, so I see your armor effective damage and nullify it. So they've had this little playpen of red people on the left. And I'm really trying my best to use something other than Hector, but you guys just, keep giving me Hector. I mean, maybe everything is just a Hector clear. But this in particular is a red, it's walled off garden. You can't give me anything better. So I'm showing I don't want to have Plumeria jump up because I don't want to get hit by that tactics room. You know, I see the Wings of Mercy. I see the fact that I'm not going to be able to kill Eliwood. But if you're going to do something like this, I feel like you need a lunge. Otherwise, you're going to have a tank that deals with this. And I'm going to draw right back because the Wings of Mercy, even if I got hit, it's going to be Hector. There is no lunge. Lunge continues to be the thing that scares the hell out of me the most, and you guys don't run it for some reason. I don't know why. Use lunge. Lunge can rip things to pieces. That was a one-shot on Spendthrift. I didn't see that. No, she didn't. She didn't have. Did she have Wings of Mercy? It doesn't matter now. She's dead. Gonna get a just on the nose kill with Flame, and now I'm thinking about it. I end up thinking about it for a bit because I do see I have dragon effective damage on the dragon we have up top. I could try to go with Ashera or Regan. I end up determining, well, let's try Regan. I got a special. I could bonk her with my special. Debuff her. Debuffing her's bad, actually. I didn't really want to debuff her because I think that ruined it. So let's just let Hector do it. This is never going to be a problem. You got a near save, but you have nobody else to save. I'll just enemy phase you. Be done with it. I do need these last 2 ether pots to finish the week. This is the 50 fight, doing 2 50s because I screwed up on that fight where I lost both pots. If that happens and you're new to AR, well, you're going to have to do an extra fight. You can lose up to 4 pots, 2 on a double up. But if you do lose all of them, you're going to have to play again. And this is just picking off, fish in a barrel. Can I finish the leaf? Yeah, it's pretty close. So Ashera really likes that defense. She's pretty squishy on the defensive side, but on her bonus... Is it a bonus week this week? I think it is. She's able to take that leaf down just fine. I really like Ashera. Ashera's really fun. And she's going to get most of these kills here. I'm just going to open this up so I can get the ether at the final turn. She goes left, she goes down, doesn't really matter either way. She doesn't have the ability to counter me with no distant counter, so let's just keep poking her after we get that ether. And that will do it. Let's do one more fight, close out this week, guys. What do you think? I'm excited. Let's do it. Do we have a chance to get 3,000? Yeah, 3,000 should definitely be on the table. 1,000? Nah, I just had a really bad defensive week. But let's close it out with Burning Laundry. I just like the name Burning Laundry. And this is a rematch from one of the many losses I had this week. I'm just getting clobbered by these far save teams. I haven't been able to do anything to stop it. So, I'm just going to come right into this. This is not a particularly great cav line because the right side isn't a cav. Like, you need the cav lines to actually have the cav lines work because of the spread. Not a lot of spread here. I mean, I don't really particularly like Lynn as an option on defense. So, Burning Laundry, you could make this a hell of a lot more oppressive with a few tweaks. But, you know, Ryan's here. Ryan's fine. But, and I'm actually challenging. I'm going to challenge the Ryan with Ashera. Not a lot here is Death Blow. I'm not getting any res boosts on my Ashera anyway, so the B slot, the low res, but she's got really good res, and my Ashera in particular is a plus res boon, so let's do it. I'm not getting flame 30% reduction, and Ryan's going to have a choice between, and Ryan's the only thing that's even in question here. I mean, with Mystic Boost, not going to do anything, and the way they set that up, it was kind of close. Put me in Wings of Mercy range. But the way this is set up, that Lynn can't do anything. I just clogged the toilet. Really don't agree with that Panic Manor where it's at. You need to have a wide open cav line. As I was saying earlier in the video, cav lines generally don't scare me too badly. Because I can normally work around it. In this case, it really wasn't much here. This is not a particularly good cav line, Burning Laundry. Again, one of the things you need to do is open up the field and have more range units. By having to run Leaf and Lynn, you lose a lot of the oomph that you get, the versatility of the calves in this situation. Now, I don't end up getting the pots because it's the final fight of the week. Don't really need to. I could have wasted your guys' time, but I don't. I'm just going to close this out. It's going to be a restore trap on the Lyn, and then a dance, and then a hit, and then another hit from Lyn, and now I just got to make sure I don't make a stupid mistake. I thought I had a chance, guys, to get 39. We're going to end up seeing that I was just a few points short. All the merges matter. I've had one more merge on any of my offensive units. I would have managed to get tier 39, but we're going to see here just a moment after I think about it a bit. Double back. There's really not much in play here. Just do it. It's over. And then I can make a decision with really either of them. Let's get playing some SP and be done with it. Ashera bursted down there. Yay. Thanks, Burning Laundry. And that will do it for this week. Let's take a look at the top 50 for both the overall game and then my friends list. And I'll call out some folks of interest here. Shining Luna did it again. Congratulations, Luna. We also got Fred Effect, 2 friends of the channel, been here for a long time, hanging out with me doing AR. It's nice to see them perform well. Yeah, Astra has turned out to be the easier mode now. I've got some NOTT shenanigans ready to go. If you're on my friends list, you want to play around with that, let me know some of your feedback. I'll show you a cav line. When you got 3 NOTTs on a defensive team, you're going to have some fun. So stay tuned for that. I should probably make a specific defensive video to go over NOTT, all the crap that she provides. Yep, Light is a hell of a lot more scary than what we have in Astra. Hey, there's me. 8 points off. What a bummer. So if you want to see more, guys, please consider subscribing. If you like this video, give me a like. If you want to talk more, leave me a comment, and then check out my Discord in the video description notes below. See you next time, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye.